Everybody, this is Casey Kohler from the Center for Undergraduate Research and Creative Engagement. All right, so we're going to talk about who we are for the Center for Undergraduate Research and Creative Engagement. If you ever need to get in touch with us, the best way to do that is by emailing ugr@albany.edu. So who is CURCE? We are a resource for all students at the University at Albany. How we serve students is we help you identify and get involved in opportunities with faculty, researchers, and affiliated individuals from external at the University at Albany. What that does not mean, and I always dislike saying what something doesn't mean, is that we cannot match you directly with a specific faculty member. There are far too many undergraduate students, only one of me, and a lot of faculty and staff that do research at the university. What we do is we help you figure out what options best match what you're looking for and provide you with the access to that information where you can then contact the individuals, the faculty, and the researchers independently so that you can find the best fit for yourself. So how to stay connected with us? We have our website, albany.edu/UGR. You can email our team, ugr@albany.edu. You can visit us in the Lecture Center in Lecture Center 30. We also have our Blackboard community page. If you are interested in being a part of that, you can email ugr@albany.edu to request that access. It is a place where we have been posting open research opportunities that our faculty have requested be hidden behind a password wall. So that's why they're on Blackboard instead of our forward-facing website. You can also follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at UAlbanyCURCE. So what do we do for students? We provide individualized support for University at Albany students. We host events, programs, and workshops to help you get prepared to become a scholar and researcher. We provide funding and awards to students. We host an annual conference, and we oversee the New York State Legislative Internships. Pop over to those slides and those spaces on the Fall Fair page. If you would like to receive some individualized supports from our center, the best way, fastest way, is to actually schedule a meeting with me on EAB. That QR code right there will take you straight to EAB to make that appointment. What we'll be able to do during that meeting is discuss opportunities that align with your interests, your major, and what you want to do after you graduate. We do request that when you make an appointment in the comments section on EAB, you provide additional information for us so that we can guide you and have a really detailed plan when we end that meeting. Other things we can do is we can go over application supports like the ones for the New York State Legislative Internship Program. We can help you identify and find summer research opportunities, and we can help you with funding applications, both internally and externally of the University at Albany. So why should you do research? You're already a researcher. As part of your academics here at the University at Albany, you do research for your classes. So we invite you to consider yourself as a researcher before you even get involved in a laboratory or faculty project. As a student who gets involved in research, you become part of our culture and the research enterprise at a public R1 institution. You'll get to contribute to new knowledge within your field of study and the area you're focusing on, and generate publishable data and findings that you could be an author on a published research article or paper with your faculty member. You also get to clarify your academic goals. It's very rare that a student enters as a freshman knowing exactly what they want to do when they graduate in 4 years. It is imperative that you identify ways that you can test out career pathways instead of making a lifetime commitment where you end up having to pivot when you're an adult. I strongly recommend doing it because it's something that I did not do. So learn from people before you. You also get to gain transferable skills. A lot of these are your soft skills that employers really look for when you're involved in their company for employment. Time management, critical thinking, teamwork, those are things that are very difficult to be taught and you must learn by doing. So by doing a research project, getting involved in some capacity, you are building those skill sets that really stand out to future employers. It really does benefit you now, but it also benefits your future. students have been able to present at conferences, both locally and nationally, and some internationally. You can be published as an author on a paper. You can win competitions that are both internal of the university as well as external funding and external award mechanisms. So really look forward to what it does for you now and your future. We do have quite a few events planned for this fall 2021 semester. What we have coming up is our funding workshop, where if you are involved in research, we will help you through the application process for the funding. We have $10,000 available for students in fall 2021. Later on in the semester in November, we also will have our annual event where we help you find and apply to summer research opportunities. These are great ways for you to gain research experience, sometimes external of the university, not here on campus, but that's okay. You get the experience. A lot of them are paid, and they are incredibly beneficial to accessing and identifying potential graduate programs. We will host our annual conference in April of 2022. It will be held on Friday, April 22nd. We're really excited for this to be our first in-person conference back on campus since the last 2 years have kept us virtual. We cannot wait to see the project that students decide to present. Ideally, these can be anything from a class presentation, a cross-class project you've worked on independently or with a group, as well as research you have done with a faculty member or independently. We really want to see what you've been working on. Well, as I mentioned, we do have funding awards throughout this academic year. In the fall semester, we will have $10,000 available. In the spring, we also have funding available, so look forward to that information in the coming months as we prepare to launch this application. That QR code right there on the bottom of the screen will take you straight to the funding page so you can begin your application. They open on Friday, September 24th, and will close on Sunday, October 31st, with decisions out to students who apply for funding in mid-November. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. We're here to support you. You can reach us through our social media channels, by email, or by visiting our website. We cannot wait to help you get involved as a Great Dane researcher.